Well, it's really difficult to introduce this gentleman in an original way, especially if you're a sports reporter like me. But what can I say? He's done blockbuster films like K3G, he's done DDLJ, he's done Kank, and what can I say? Now he's going to be doing PAMP with NDTV, and now that I have your attention, I can tell you that NDTV is going to be a PAMP, which is a preferred access media partner for Shah Rukh Khan and his Kolkata Knight Riders all through the IPL. So it's a promise from Shah Rukh that you'll be with NDTV 24/7 for 24/7 during the IPL?
Absolutely. If you're inviting me to be with you 24/7, I would go anywhere with you 24/7.
Lovely. That is just the promise we wanted to hear. Okay, Shah Rukh, now that we've got off to the right note, we'll have the controversies as well first as well, right? That's
okay,
part of our deal.
Whatever you wish.
Okay. Can I just begin by doing something that we call a 2020, which actually is plagiarized from Karan Johar because he used to do his rapid fire so well, but we call it 2020.
Of course.
But it is essentially rapid fire, so
it's
forgive us.
Quite wonderfully plagiarized from 2020 and from Karan Johar.
So, firstly, you need to complete the sentence. The IPL out of India is like what? For example, a pizza without cheese.
We are out of India, but the heart beats in Kolkata. So, the heart has got left behind. Personally, I'll miss this whole mad energy of Kolkata. So, IPL without Kolkata, sad. But it has to be done, so good.
Right, and we'll miss you too. A catch line for the IPL. I've been asking Mr. Modi why the IPL doesn't have a catch line.
Actually, the catch line finally should be of Knight Riders, score bo, lor bo, jeet bo.
For the entire IPL?
Yeah, because see, वो करते हैं, लड़ते हैं, और finally जीत जाते हैं. So actually the line applies to Lalit and IPL.
Including with the politicians. Okay, well, a compliment then for Lalit Modi for, for shifting the IPL out of India to South Africa at such short notice and pulling it off. Well, we hope so.
See, I've known him for years. He's my senior in school. Then I've known him over the years because of friendship. That's why I also became part of the IPL, because I was very keen and he was doing it. I've always believed also, because he's a friend, so I can talk personally about him. He is a little impatient. He wants to do things very fast. So I wish he had planned this before, because being in India would have been really wonderful for everyone, for the players, for us, for the audience. Again, full marks for having shifted it so fast to South Africa. Remains to be seen if it goes off well. But if I know Lalit, I'm sure he'll pull it off wonderfully. He's very dynamic, solid, only thinking about this IPL thing. Very, very focused.
Right, and has no problems with rubbing up people the wrong way, including some politicians. So what is your dream IPL final? Your team versus which one? And why?
I don't know. You dream if you can afford a dream. At this point of time, you would just want to reach the final. And my choice is my team reaches the final. You're asking me, you want a choice of your team reaching the final and another team? That's like, really, beggars can't be choosers. I'm like, just my team reaches, it's okay. Whoever comes and plays, we'll just try and reach the finals. But I think personally, if you ask me, Chennai is a wonderful team. And I'm very fond of Dhoni personally. And I think Mumbai Indians has a good team with Sachin. And they seem very good. And Delhi, because of Sehwag's darling.
Okay, that's too many answers. We were
three of them are very good.
We were wanting to pin you down on one more. Okay, now try this one. Which match was your favorite of the last IPL?
The first one. The one we played against Bangalore. Are you asking all of them?
All over, yeah, but yours as well, obviously.
I'm a little self-obsessed. I just watched the matches my team was playing.
So if you and Shilpa Shetty and Preeti Zinta are at the stadium together, who will the crowd watch more?
Who
will the crowd watch more in South Africa?
I don't know about the crowd. I'll be watching both of them. I like girls.
That's a good answer. Okay, any disadvantage being a male owner in the IPL, considering all the cricketers want to meet, the heroines? They ask you as well, introduce me to Katrina, as Ishant did.
Yeah, see, they know I only have money to offer. I can't give them my body. So it keeps me, otherwise, the way this thing goes as an owner, I'd soon be selling my body for this. So at least I know, thank God, all the players are male, and on the right side of being male. So I'm, excused from that problem. They can look at all the ladies and enjoy themselves. I can just go and I can give them good advice.
Right, and pay their salaries. Okay, let's do a little bit more fun things. Some of your film roles. How would you fit in a cricketer from contemporary cricket, preferably from the IPL, into these roles? Say a cricketer who has to do a Darde Disco act like you did, with a six-pack and dancing like that.
Darde Disco. At this point, I think I tell you, the guys who I like physically fit guys. I get very disturbed when I see sportsmen who are not fit. I won't get into that because it will create controversy. I like all cricketers, but they're all good. Paunch and all.
But who would do a Darde Disco the best?
you're a girl's point of view, na? So I'm trying to think of a good-looking cricketer. See how long it's taking me.
Yeah, we're going to be docked a lot of overs if this is how we play 2020.
I think Andrew Simons would be good. I think he's well built. He's solid. I think McCallum would be good.
Yeah.
He's got a 4-pack or 6-pack.
And lots of tattoos.
A lot of tattoos. I think he'd look cool. Yeah.
Who would do a good Bazigar role? Really
Bazigar?
negative.
Throwing girls off terraces. I'll tell Kundra to do it with Shilpa, because I did it with her. She's rehearsed with her. So it's not a cricket. I'll tell one of the Rajasthan Royal guys to do it.
Very good answer. Don't bring a cricketer into it. Who'd play the romantic Raj from DDLJ?
Romantic Raj from DDLJ. I think I like Agarkar. I think on screen he would look nice. Doing a song, he's got light eyes and stuff. So if it was a casting, but I think Yuvraj will be nice. He'll be naughty and flirtatious.
Right.
Doing which song did you want him to do?
I wanted him to just play the romantic Raj.
Romantic, yeah. I can imagine. Tujhe dekha to ye jana sanam with Yuvraj. Yeah, he's cool. Or I can get Harbhajan to do it. That'd be different.
Okay, who would pull off like the yes boss kind of role?
Badmash, Harami, Gunda. You said that, yeah? You agreed.
Said it.
I think the naughtiest in our team is, I find him very sweet, is Chris Gale actually. But he will have a language problem, man. So he can't do that. But from the
That's
Indian
okay,
guys,
we'll dub him.
yeah, Badmash guy we can get. I think Dhoni look nice playing a naughty guy. He plays it otherwise too straight and nice.
That's a good one. Okay, who would play like the double act like you did in Rabne? Who'd be competent enough to do like a schizophrenic?
Oh, I think Sehwag will do that. Or actually, you know what they should
One
do?
with hair, one without hair.
No, I think Sehwag and Gautam, they are good as a jodi. That is the real Rab ne bana di jodi, so they should do it.
Good answer. Nobody can beat you at these ones. Okay, do I have any left? Okay, if you had all these trophies to arrange, in what order would you prioritize them? Your IPL Winners Trophy, a replica or the original when you win it, your Filmfare Awards, which are quite a few already, more than a dozen, or the Sword of Honor that you won in your school for being the best student?
I would do it in order of getting them. I would put the Sword of Honor first. Actually, I got some other awards, Ravi Subramaniam and Sujit Memorial and stuff. So I'd put them first, and then I'd put my Filmfare, then I'll put my Padma Shri, and then I'll put my Madam Tussauds, then I put my Greville Museum, and then I'll have to buy a building to put all these awards in. And on top of that building, I'll make this huge logo of the IPL trophy and stick on that.
So you'll save the best for last, or you're just going chronologically?
And get to buy a nice building also.
Okay, are you ready to play Test cricket now? These are the longer answers. We've been docked a lot of overs. And when we play Test cricket, we have to talk about a certain Test cricketer that you have been sparring with lately. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. I'm saying, were you surprised to see the media turn it into an SRK versus an SMG thing? Post what you wrote in
Gavaskar
his column?
Yeah, of course. I found it very strange. I called him actually and I sent him a message to apologize to him if it seemed like that. And you know, one of the few idols I have, I think Gavaskar Sahab, when I've grown, my kids are growing up watching Ganguly and Sachin, and you know, they're the idols. But when I grew up, it was Pataudi Sahab, and then Gavaskar Sahab and Vishwanath and Mr. Carson Ghavri. These are the guys I've grown up watching TV. I used to, not watching, hearing them on radio more than transistor. And they had these booklets, you know, Thumbs Up used to have these booklets, which used to watch. So, and he's come here, we've met, we've discussed IPL. I bump into him, he's a gentleman. And I actually meant to ask him to say that, you know, that very, very clearly, just give us breathing space to try something new and go wrong. And then I said, a lot of people also tell me that ye karo, ye karo, ye karo, so aap team le lo aur aap karo. So that wasn't meant for him. I wouldn't be so derogatory to someone.
So it was all our fault that we juxtaposed those two answers together. Everybody in the media, you're saying everybody in the media just jumped the gun, juxtaposed two different answers and...
No, also I speak too fast, I think. You know, my mind moves very fast. So I was just talking about Gavaskar Sahab and I said, abhi sab log mere ko phone kar ke bolte hain ki yaar ye karo, ye karo. So I was talking about Gavaskar Sahab actually. And then I just shifted to this, assuming as an actor कि इस कैमरे में अगर look दिया है तो अब ये next shot है. But of course, I should not be assuming this with media.
No, but can you be honest and say at least were you not offended at least with the fact that he said that, you know, considering how good a business person you are as well with the kind of acumen you have, that he said in the article that you actually don't even know you're being taken for a ride by John Buchanan.
Yeah.
And,
But
have got so many coaches on your payrolls that you're paying for.
Yeah, I think that was just misinformation. I can explain it, and I did. See, those coaches are for camps that we have over the year. We have 5 of them, 2 of them flopped, 3 of them did okay because they clashed with Ranji. So I'm trying to genuinely create a virtual academy. I earn an X amount of money. We get an income from this T20, and then we spend an X amount of money. Last year we saved some. My logic is I don't want to take this home. I want to really create a platform for youngsters. So I know how many people are employed in this company. I know.
And you're not being fleeced.
See, nobody can fleece me. You know, I've already bought a new building just talking to you. Yeah? How can people fleece me? But I'll tell you a small story about Catch-22, the book, when it was written. I forget the author's name. Do you remember?
Keller.
Keller? Joseph Keller? Joseph Keller. So when he wrote the book, they were interviewing him, and they said, you know, it's been 20 years. After that, he never wrote an interesting book. He wrote some. And this interviewer was asking him, like you asking me questions, and he said, you know, you've never written a Catch-22 after writing Catch-22. He said, neither has anyone else. And the thought is exactly like that maybe we are wrong about doing this, but at this point, nobody else has tried it also. It's a new thing. This is not an ego issue. I've said it very clearly. We're trying it out. If it fails in the practice portions, which it may, we'll not use it. We'll go back to the traditional way of doing it. Honestly, I'm not scared of failing. We already failed last year, you know, so that fear is gone. Once you have failed, the nicest part about failure is that you don't get scared of it anymore. I know how it feels. It feels immensely sad, it's heartbroken, your ego is hurt, self-respect is disturbed.
But your sense of humor gets you out of it.
My sense of humor carries me through life, and I hope that remains till I'm 110 years old. And I hope people understand it finally sometime. But
well, you know, actually on that note, we're going to ask you about the sense of humor that you've come up with in your advertisements for this time, but we'll show our viewers a clip of that as well. And on that note, we take a short little break, more with Shah Rukh and his sense of humor when we come back.